How's it going, everyone? It is the investing guy here, and we just reached 850 subscribers. You know what that means. It is hoodie giveaway time. Make sure that you leave a comment down below, and also make sure that you are subscribed to this channel. That is all that you have to do to enter for the Voyager hoodie giveaway. I will announce the winner on Friday. All right, guys, I want to talk to you guys about the Voyager token. There's something very important that we need to talk about. Not a lot of people have talked about this, so let's get right into it. I'm going to tell you right now how it is. VGX token is inflationary. A lot of people don't like inflationary tokens. I myself would prefer that the VGX token was not inflationary, but I completely understand that it is necessary for the VGX token to be inflationary. And so let's talk about this, and let's talk about what you can do to beat this inflation. Okay, so let's look at the white paper here, and we do see that the growth pool here is 40 million for the first year, 20 million for the second year, and 10 million for years 3 to 8, which this means that the VGX token is inflationary. Is this the best? No, it's not. But is this a killer? Does this mean that you should sell VGX? No, it does not. This absolutely needs to happen because, well, there needs to be a chance for new people who are just jumping into the Voyager platform to be able to purchase the VGX token at, well, lower prices. Okay, so let's look here at a few things that we need to look at. We do see that the circulating supply is 278 million VGX tokens, and well, we have the market cap here. So pretty much what you would do would be get this number here and divide it by this, and you'll end up with this over here. A few things to mention. At first, they believed that we were going to have 295 million VGX tokens. Thankfully, we didn't have that many. Some were lost during the swap, so that's good news there in itself. Those are some really good news because, well, it means that the price of VGX stays up. This is good news for the people who already had VGX, but bad news for the people who have not bought in VGX yet. We do see that this happened because of this here. Back in the swap, many of the LGO holders did not swap their tokens, which left the VGX supply of 222 million tokens and the 40 million for year one growth pool. This resulted in a circulating supply of 281.5 million tokens. The growth pool will consist of newly minted tokens, meaning that it's inflationary for 8 years. However, the newly minted tokens will only go to those earning yield on the VGX token, meaning that it will be value add to the holders of VGX. It is very important that if you hold the VGX token, you are making sure that you are earning this interest. Why? Because 20 million here is going to be pretty much 7% of the VGX supply. So you want to make sure that you are earning a minimum of 7% here. I haven't really heard many people talk about this, but with the VGX being inflationary, you do need to make sure that your interest is meeting inflation here. Okay, so 7% growth, you need to make sure that your interest is at least beating that inflation. Very, very important. So a few ways to do that. You need to make sure that you hold a monthly minimum 100 VGX if you are on the Voyager app. If you are not yet at 100 VGX, if you're still working your way to get to that 100 mark, I would suggest that you really speed that up, right? Again, not financial advice, but I would suggest that you really speed that up so that you can beat that inflation. Because if you do not have 100 VGX tokens yet, you are taking a hit by the inflation rate. That is as simple as it gets. Okay, there are many tokens out there that are inflationary. For example, one of my favorite ones being DOT. One way that you can check inflation very simply is just going to the 1 year here, go to the price, and then go to the market cap. You will see a slight little movement there. Pay attention to this over here. Look at the price and the market cap. You see how there's a little bit of a movement there. Inflation for DOT, I believe, is around 10%. So currently, if you hold DOT on Voyager, you are beating that inflation, so you are doing good so far. So that's another thing too, right? Not only is VGX the only inflationary asset out there, there are many other inflationary assets out there, and then there are assets out there who are deflationary, such as Matic, one of the newest deflationary tokens out there, right? With its newest update, Matic became deflationary. So I really like to look at deflation and inflation. It's basic supply and demand. Bitcoin is set at 21 million. That's the reason why it's so scarce, right? Though it is kind of a bummer that VGX is inflationary, it doesn't mean that it is a bad thing, right? Because as long as you are earning 7% interest or more, you will be fine. You will be absolutely fine. Inflation will not do anything to hurt you with VGX. Now, the reason why I'm talking about this is because it says VGX went from good tokenomics with 1.0 to shitty tokenomics in 2.0. In fact, this was designed blah, 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 blah. Okay, well, yeah, tokenomics. We need to remember that during VGX 1.0, the interest rate was not 7% for VGX for most of the time there. I believe it was like at around 2% or something like that. Now with the new tokenomics in 2.0, well, they bumped up the interest rate to 7%. So you are beating that inflation rate. So yeah, the tokenomics did become more inflationary, but they also adjusted their interest rate to make sure that you do not lose with that inflation rate, which I think is a good move from Voyager. So while you might see some stuff here like this about the tokenomics of VGX, blah, 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 if you're taking those precautionary steps and making sure that you are earning interest, you will be completely fine. You know, I come from a dividend background with dividend percentages and whatnot, so it's very difficult for me to not look at this interest rate. I look at this and I see a great compounding effect going on for Bitcoin, but this again was from June. And so we need to realize that these interest rates will not stay up for this long in the crypto market. They will not be able to stay this high. If we notice, down over here, we were at 6.25, and this was in June of 2021. We do see that a few months later, they had to bring it down to 5.75, and now we do see that they had to bring it down even further. Okay, this is normal. This is fine. I do think that it will eventually happen with USDC. I don't think that 9% is sustainable, so I do think that this will be brought down. We will see it in the crypto markets, right? As crypto becomes more mainly adopted, 9% will not be the norm, right? And so that will definitely be brought down. So as of now that we have these great high interest rates, right, I do think people should take advantage of them. I just don't see many people in the crypto market talking about this. I know that it's not much, but when you think about the compounding effect, you definitely need to take advantage of these high interest rates right now. Voyager is one of my favorite places to earn interest on my crypto assets. So if you're not part of Voyager, I do have my referral link down below. So make sure that you sign up and put your money to work.
All right, guys, so that was it. That's all I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about the tokenomics of VGX because, well, I did see some misconceptions about the tokenomics of VGX, you know, on Reddit and whatnot, on even Twitter. And so I wanted to shed some light on the actual tokenomics of VGX. Yes, it's inflationary, I know that. But if you are taking the precautionary steps and making sure that you are earning interest on your VGX, you will be completely fine. If the interest beats the inflation, you are completely fine. And so let me know, are you taking the precautionary steps to set yourself up for success with VGX? All right, guys, don't forget that I am doing that hoodie giveaway, so make sure that you drop a comment down below. All right, guys, like I like to say, let's go to the moon together, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.